last video here is number 17, 18, 19, and 20. And this is going to be using our Avogadro's number for the most part. So question 17, it says, how many sulfur atoms are in 3.5 moles? So I'm going to go 3.5 moles of sulfur, because that's what I know. Put it over 1. Alright, label goes down. Moles of sulfur to atoms of sulfur. Alright, so to go from moles to atoms, I'm going to use Avogadro's number. So 1 to 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. Cross off, cross off. Okay, so now if I use my calculator, get my calculator up here, I'm going to turn it sideways so that we can use this. So I'm going to go 3.5 times 6.02 exponent, so on this one it's my double E, 23 equals. Okay, I end up with 2.107 times 10 to the 24th. Okay, now let's look sig figs. I've got 2, so this actually comes to 2.1 times 10 to the 24th atoms of sulfur. Okay, so that was for question number 17. Alright, so number 18, it says how many moles are in 2.7 times 10 to the 24th molecules of CO2? So I start with 2.7 times 10 to the 24th. I'm going to go MC for molecules because I'm running out of room on the paper. Over 1. Okay, molecules is going to come down, and I'm going to go to moles up top. Alright, so in this situation, we're going 1 mole. Avogadro's number goes on the bottom. 23. Cross off, cross off. Okay, same thing, so let's take our calculator here. Now you could do this without the calculator. You guys learned this at the beginning of the year, but we're going to use a calculator. So 2.7 to the 24th. Notice I didn't do a double E. Okay, I'm going to then take that divided by 6.02 exponent 23, and I'm going to get 4.485. So I've got 1, 2 sig figs. So let's just make this 4.5. 4.5 moles of CO2 is my answer for number 18. Alright, number 19 says how many formula units of K2SO4 with 23.2 grams. Here's our first two-stepper. I have 23.2 grams of K2SO4, and I need to take that to formula units. So let's do all the labels first. Grams comes down to moles. Now, normally you're going to write out grams of K2SO4 to moles of K2SO4. I only have so much room for you to see everything I'm doing with my video, so I'm going to ignore that right now, but please continue to do it how you're supposed to. Moles comes down, now we're going to go to formula units, and I'm just going to go form and U. That way you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, let's fill in. So mole to grams, we have to find the molar mass, which we'll do here in a second. Moles to formula units, 1 mole is Avogadro's number, 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. Alright, let's find our grams. So we've got potassium. And potassium, I believe, is 39, but let me go ahead and check to make sure. Alright, so if I look at my periodic table. Alright, let's go to potassium. Went the wrong way. Alright, and potassium is 39. Okay, so 39 times 2 right there, so we're going to get 78. We've got sulfur, which should be 32. Oxygen is 16 times 4, so that's 64. Alright, so let's go to our calculator. Okay, so I'm going to clear that out, and I'm going to go 78 plus 32 plus 64. That gives us 174 grams for the mole. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn it. We take everything on top, multiply it. So 23.2 times 6.02 to the 23rd, or times 10 to the 23rd, equals. We now divide that by our 174 grams. That gives me 8.02, 6 is repeating, times 10 to the 22nd. I look, I've got 1, 2, 3 sig figs, so I'm going to go 8.03 times 10 to the 22nd, and this is formula units, you can see that, of K2SO4. So that is our answer for number 19. Alright, the last problem, number 20. We've made it. How many grams of, oh, this is the long one, of course, this is our last problem. CuSO4 to the 5 waters, remember the hydrate, with 2.734 times 10 to the 22nd represented particles. So let's start with what we know. 2.734 times 10 to the 22nd representative particles, and I'm just going to go CU ... because I'm going to run out of room, over 1. And we want to go to grams. So I'm going to go representative particles to moles, because that's the conversion I can make. Now I have to go again. Moles to grams. And like I said, you guys would typically write this all out. I just don't have room. Okay? 1 mole goes to Avogadro's number when we are going over to atoms, formula units, ions, representative particles, molecules, etc. Okay? Cross off, cross off. Okay, moles to grams is our formula mass. Alright, of course we had to do it this hard way. Let's go this way. We're going to have 5 times 16 here. We're going to have 10 times 1 is going to be 10 there. Alright, oxygen is 4 times 16. So that's 64. Sulfur's 32. Copper is 63.5. We're going to add all of those up. So let's take our calculator. Let's take our 5 times 16 first so we can get that out of the way. Okay, so we've got 80 right here. Okay, so I'm going to take my 80 plus 10 plus my 64 plus my 32 plus my 63.5. This gives me 249.5 grams. Hopefully I did that right because I kind of did it quick there. Okay, so we're going to multiply everything on top. So we're going to take this multiplied by this. So I'm going to go 2.734 double E to the 22nd. Hit equals. I'm going to then divide by 6.02 double E 23 equals. I get 11.33, so on. Let's count sig figs first. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go 11.33. Okay. Final label on that is grams of CuSO4 times 5 of the hydrates. Alright, that's your final problem for this test. You can do it. If you have questions or issues, please send me a text. Please email. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. May the force be with you.